Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. My name is Form. This is Formcast, nearly episode 100. And today is summed up by one word. Ooh, woo. I don't think it's an actual word. I don't even know what it really means. All I know is that last night, boy, did it ever feel real. What I wanted to talk about today is, well, listen, I've been streaming for 4+ years now. And I quickly learned when I started streaming that, yes, you will have to do things in order to reward your community for the support that they provide, they give, they share with you. And, well, sometimes that means, anything from playing games you don't want to, eating things you don't want to, and yes, dressing up in things, costumes, outfits that you really don't want to wear. Now, how does that, link to my evening last night? Well, yes, I had the whole outfit. The ears, the little neck choker, the collar thing, the dress, skirt, whatever, the stockings, the gloves. Yes, ladies and gentlemen, all of it. Mind you, there was a lot of chest hair being shown, so I definitely felt super manly in it. But it made me think. The balance, the teeter-tottering balancing of things you want to do that are really out of your comfort zone to reward your community, but also doing things that you actually have fun doing. Now, I can say for a fact with absolute certainty that doing the whole outfit thing is probably one of my most uncomfortable things I can do on stream. Gonna tell you right now, wearing dresses and skirts and all that and having people on the internet, some that have been around for a long time, but some brand new, including family members, seeing this makes it very, very uncomfortable, no matter what the community may want. Was it fun? In a way. I think people really enjoyed themselves, but it's definitely something that I did for other people rather than for myself. Now, does that mean that I absolutely hated it and that I absolutely would never do it again? I think we would be a little bit silly saying like I would never do something as goofy as that again, for the sole fact that I know that it pleases other people. And when you're a streamer, that balance between pleasing yourself and pleasing your community is very thin. Whereas most times, for me anyways, personally, I am more likely to please the community before doing anything that even means my happiness. So, with that being said, last night I definitely wore this outfit. And if you're listening to this podcast and you haven't watched a live stream of mine, or you happen to miss last night, the VOD is posted on Twitch. Feel free to go check it out. But I'm warning you, have a puke bucket or something nearby. But I've done a bunch of things. I've worn burrito costumes and chicken suits and maid outfits and all these things. But for some reason, last night put me in such a vulnerable position. I mentioned this on stream. I felt so vulnerable that I didn't even know how to really stream properly. I didn't know how to hype up the community as I normally do every single day. I didn't know how to react to any type of support that came in or how to react to blurps and sounds. And I don't know. It felt really off. We also were playing this game called Zoocosis, and it was supposed to be this really horrifying, scary zookeeper game, but it ended up being kind of lame. Apologies for the sound. Apparently, my virus and threat protection is just making sure that I didn't find any issues. That will not be edited out, by the way. That being said, it was just a weird night. Mind you, I will admit, we definitely hit a higher view count than normal organically without any raids before any of the raids came in. So that was kind of cool to see. But at the end of the day, I was in a skirt with a collar and fuzzy ears with bells on them and bows. And I harnessed my inner, as my good friend Brando would say, ratchet queen, and tried to harness the power of the ooh-woo spirit as much as I could. But it was definitely a little bit more difficult than I would want to admit. I got through it, but it makes me think, what are some things that you've seen streamers or maybe yourself have done that are things that you would just never actually really do unless it was for your community support? You know what I mean? I would never wear these things. I would never eat the things I've eaten, do the things I've done if it wasn't for the community support that I received beforehand because, well, they're pretty much just absolutely crazy. So that thin line of pleasing yourself as a streamer, making sure your community's happy, and, well, having fun with it. It's a thin line. And we definitely crossed it yesterday. We definitely did. With that being said, this is another short episode. Please don't go watch the VOD. Please, if you're in the Discord, don't go look at the screenshots. Is there going to be an emote made out of me in the costume? Probably. I will forever never let this down. And before we send it off here today, I got one thing to say. We'll catch you next time. Cheers.